moment that I am so happy that it is actually happening. And you know, there were times in the recent past when I never thought we'd actually be sitting here doing this. But I'm now ready to announce, believe it or not, a season for Shakespeare Santa Cruz 2010, which will be our 29th season.
Yeah.
29th season. And I'm really excited about the slate of plays. I'm really excited about what this company is going to be able to do with this material. And just, you know, what got us here was basically the people sitting at this table. And so my hat is off to all of you for all of your work and extraordinary devotion above and beyond what is outlined in your contracts. And also, you know, our board of directors, which, you know, really sort of stepped up for us. But the other component is the university in the personage of our new Dean, David Yager, who has been extraordinary and who I am overjoyed to be building this season with and seasons to come.
So I'm here with the Dean of the Arts, David Yager, and I just want to reiterate how thrilled I am about Shakespeare Santa Cruz remaining here at UCSC and going forward into a bright and fantastic future, especially as we look at this next season coming up. Everybody is very excited about it and very excited about working with the Arts Division and staying here so that the students and faculty have access to professional theater, and especially the students have a great pedagogical opportunity to work on stage with professional actors. And that's something very few universities have. So we're very proud of that and very excited about what's to come.
Yeah, I think what's amazing, as Marco just said, I think people don't realize when students have such a high-quality research lab in Shakespeare Santa Cruz to work with professionals, it changes the whole nature of the thing. And I think the most important thing, or maybe there's a number of most important things, is the range that Shakespeare Santa Cruz brings to the university, from its commitment and working with students to its commitment with faculty, to what it does for the university community, the students, and what it does to the Santa Cruz community and a broader community of people who both support Shakespeare Santa Cruz, but equally as important, have had years and years of enjoyment, stimulation, and an intellectual experience as they discover more about Shakespeare. And we're really excited. You know, Marco and I have gotten along since I first met him. I think we've really changed the relationship that has existed here. I think there's a new feeling both in Shakespeare Santa Cruz, in the theater department, and in the arts division of how important Shakespeare Santa Cruz is to all of us, and how we could work together even in these extremely difficult budget times, how we will figure this out and work together. And I think this past season's success, both from a performance standpoint and a financial standpoint, has really set a model for us to work towards in the future. And you know, as more resources become available, we have lots and lots of ideas of how we're going to expand Shakespeare Santa Cruz. So from my standpoint, we began, you know, this summer, really working to where we are now, and it's a real pleasure to be able to go ahead and announce next season and know that Shakespeare Santa Cruz is going to be here for a long time.
I'm really excited to be doing Love's Labour's Lost this summer. It's a play that I think is perfect for a university setting, because it's about that. It's about the argument that I just alluded to, you know, the sort of what is the value of an education? Where does a real education come from? You know, these four young idealistic men who decide that they're going to devote themselves to the sciences, to learning, and sort of be recluses from society in order to give themselves over to learning, so that they will become then famous in the eyes of the world for being such brilliant men. And they decide that what they are going to do is actually gate themselves off from everyone, including women, which of course is the biggest distraction to learning. And no sooner do they do that, of course, than the four women show up, and they have to suddenly find ways to forswear themselves, to get rid of their vow, and because they're madly in love with these women. And you know, the argument of the play is that you know, real learning, I mean the real humanistic value of learning comes from not only are women not a distraction, but that's where the learning comes from, is what you learn about yourself, what you learn about humanity, and it, in the end, in the final tally, ends up being a much more important lesson than you can get from the dryness of books. It will be Othello. And I'm very excited about Othello because it speaks to you know, the kind of theater that I like. It's big and it's bold. It's colossal. There's colossal love in Othello. There is colossal jealousy in Othello. There's colossal betrayal. These characters are huge and theatrical, and within the scope and size of this play, it is actually a domestic drama, you know, and so it fits well with our rep, and I'm just excited about the possibilities of this play. The third show, the indoor show, which will be The Lion in Winter, by Goldwyn. This is a great play that I've always wanted to do. You know, it takes place in the 12th century, and Henry II and Eleanor of Aquitaine. It's this sort of colossal play within a very domestic argument.
So this is a new role for you?
A new role for me, yes. I will be essaying Henry II. And again, I'm in talks with other actors right now for this play. But this is a great play. It's a lot of fun, but it has its serious side as well. It's hysterically funny at times, but very powerful and moving and sort of direct in your face. This incredibly theatrical language. Somebody said to me once about the play that the dialogue is full of those arguments and those lines that you always think of 10 minutes after you've had an argument with somebody, and you wish you had thought of it then. That's what Lion in Winter is. It's full of stuff like that, and that's what I have in mind. And I think the audiences are going to love this season. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to build on the success of last year, which was phenomenal, relatively speaking, and we've still got a ways to go, but we're in a very good place right now.